Luckily, well, I have an appointment today. It's not as early as they always are, so we can take our time.
Yeah.
I even have time to do groceries after. Great. Man, no, I got the acid. There we go. Why does that never ever dilute the acid in any meaningful capacity? It always just keeps piling up.
Tommy's so dumb.
Stupid acid.
The only dumb thing here is Claire. But I would trust her to know a lot about Ritz. By the way, I know I was complaining yesterday, but I I'm not kidding. It has a whole section on the place no one fucking goes. Who wants to go to the
Salt
Blinkenstone
mining.
salt mine? I
Hey, do
don't.
you want to go salt mining?
What bothers me so much is that Uda very much is written like it's a sandbox adventure where you go wherever you like and you do whatever you like. But narratively speaking, the whole first half is stretched out into oblivion as a. I don't know. I wonder if this is just a problem they had at the time, because you also see it with Tomb of Annihilation, where the beginning is this incredibly stretched out wilderness adventure that they kind of just put a few encounters there and a few encounters there, and it'll work itself out, right? Didn't.
Yeah.
It really didn't. You not only 5e as a rule system, you need to wrangle to make something out of. Apparently, even their adventures are written the same way. Ugh. Really, Tales of the Yawning Portal came in 3 years. Wow. That feels like a tacit admission of defeat instead of like a cute little bonus. I do appreciate that everyone said this was Oda was the best out of three when it was, well, out of four technically, but everyone considers the two. I don't get the obsession with these big single adventure books. Why would you want like a whole campaign in one book? That's just clumsy. Look at how thick this book's gonna be. Everyone's like, "Oh man, Pathfinder's got the big, cool rulebook," but yeah, man, you have to deal with this motherfucking shit. How big is this book anyway? Just
Yeah.
scroll all the way to the back. Take a look. Who cares? It's a lot of
Three
pages.
whole pages.
Doesn't really matter in the end. It has so much wasted space. Anyway, let me just look up some fun things about Blinkenstone that no one actually cares about. It's got the whole history of Blinkenstone in it. You've got Jim Jar with you, so who cares? Um, it's all like, oh man, the Drow came by, they kicked everyone in the took us, and then they went, well, we're going to exile, and then we'll come back later to take it all back. And that sets up the current mood, yes, but again, it really feels like a sandbox where you're supposed to give a shit. And I like how that clashes with the pursuers, because every time I get to a settlement, it's like, by the way, the people who are chasing your, they're not gonna follow them. You can do all the quests. Don't worry, your Adventure League play will not be disrupted by the pursuers. Don't worry. And it really does feel like, why? What does Adventure League look like that you constantly want to turn the button off? Ugh. I get it's the idea of, oh, you get to a settlement, there's safety, but at the same time, every single settlement is filled with jackasses who are just like, you want to fucking die, and they pull out their fucking switchblade on you. Ugh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I got that out of my system. Let's go. Last time, you were in Neverlight, the one place on Earth where people weren't telling you to fucking leave. You kind of left on your own for some reason.
Oh, I mean,
And
there's a lot of spores and stuff, and there's getting kind of hard to breathe.
and like a hell goddess.
There was that. There was
Listen,
that thing.
listen. If you just had a healthy appreciation of mushrooms, in the same way that Claire's a healthy appreciation of rats and bugs, maybe you could appreciate the fungus lady who's making people, who's changing their minds against their will.
And we could explore a bit, see what's at Everlight Grove.
What's that fungus called again? Cordyceps?
Cordyceps.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you want to end up like one of those, you're free to go for it.
Bella, do you want to become a clicker?
Can I just point out that the first thing I got when I looked up Cordyceps is 6 benefits of Cordyceps by Healthline?
Yeah, cordyceps are a thing many people actually eat.
Neat. Oh, well, there's apparently a whole genus of things. It's not like a specific. Cool, gotcha.
Yeah.
I always hate that. It's the same with the coronavirus. Come on, man.
Coronavirus is a whole type of them.
Yeah, and now it's like a specific thing. Just like Kleenex. Ugh. Get it? Because that's technically the other way around. Ho 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 ho. if you have to explain a joke, it's extremely good and you're too smart for people. What is the travel time between Blingenstone and the Drow anyway? Because they are.
He said a while.
So, for context, Jimjar is like a deep gnome, which is they're pretty much just gnomes, but they live underground a whole lot until they started becoming racially diverse for taxation purposes. It's 8 days. That is a bad distance to be from someone who you have a lethal relationship with.
It is very close.
Oh well, it's their fucking problem. I like how Mantle Darith, despite being very close to this clump of babies' first area, has nothing associated with it, I think. So much for that
Oh.
sandbox.
Really quick good news thing.
Terrible.
So, that Great Pacific Island garbage patch, that Dutch entrepreneur who tried to make the automatic system that failed to collect anything, he rebuilt it, and he got 20 tons of garbage out of it. And his only response is, "Oh my god, it worked." So they said they can now clean that thing up.
Oh, nice.
Listen, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, man, I love this chart on the garbage island. It has I love any map that has the term convergence zone on it.
Convergence zone.
Let's see, it's carbon neutral. It captures things as small as 1 millimeter. Has no threat to wildlife due to many setups, and now is proven to work. This is good news.
The ocean cleanup, is that it?
Yeah, and they expect that they can get rid of 90% of all floating plastic worldwide
Well,
by
you know,
2040.
with plans of 80% in 1,000 rivers. I
And
mean,
half of the garbage patch in the next 5 years.
let's see. This is why when you got problems with water, you hire a Dutchman. He might drown a few times, but at some point he'll get it.
Yeah, he's apparently doing some damn good work. And
He
yeah,
will, however, stick you with the bill if your fucking manner of speech are to be believed.
Yeah, or at least half of it.
I like how you're like that, despite us being significantly more socialist and people oriented than any of you fuckers. And then Scandinavia laughs at us. Look at those peasants. They don't even have universal income. And then they throw their oil money at us. And it's
There's a
all
whole lot of
greasy.
that.
It's all greasy. Why don't they clean their oil money? It's probably illegal, actually. And if it's not Australian money, it would dissolve in water to some extent. Ugh. Dizzy, why do you have the water you can wash? Point
This
is,
is where I got all the water.
how long does it take to get to Blingenstone again? It was like 16 days, I think. Come on, just open the chapter. Show me the graph. There we go. Yeah, 16 days. Nice for me to remember that.
You did it.
Yeah. I'll be honest, this is something that I think that I really like because it's something that Angry brought up and something that I've been thinking about a lot myself too is people always like to go about random encounters, but there is a merit to making some pre-built encounters that capture the mood and feel of the environment. You know,
Yeah.
this one has those, but they are a dungeon and a dungeon that have nothing to do with anything else. Except like maybe your cube friend.
Cube friend.
He is
You
Maybe
have
we
cube
should find
friend.
another cube friend.
he is remarkably easy to hug if you don't push too hard. Like the outside is covered in this thin film so that he doesn't just digest himself, as it were.
Friend.
Don't go inside, Dizzy. Don't hug him too hard. I know that you're excited after winning the baseball league game, but
Friend.
Friend.
if you're light enough, you might stick to his sides if you jump at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be careful about that part.
He slides past the wall and he slowly gets pushed in.
No.
Ugh. If you're immune to acid, he's a mobile pool. Ugh.
Yay.
Your trip to Blingenstone is one wrought and beset with an uncomfortable truth. The closer you get to Menzo Berenzin, Why is your town name so long? Everything here has names like the Dark Lake, the Worm Writhings, and then you call your town Menzo Berenzen?
Sloop loop.
I wonder if they're just words in their own language. At which point, did you know that English likes to call Germany Germany instead of Deutschland? You're allowed to call things in other languages other things. Just like Japan, which prefers to be called Sunrise Land.
Nippon.
You know, the funny part is technically France does call the Netherlands, but not really. It's translated, and it sounds silly.
Because it's French.
You goddamn Frenchies. I've given you a reputation you don't deserve about being cowards. We probably put up the stiffest fight the Germans have ever seen.
Also, you had Napoleon.
I love that post, by the way, that the most commonly celebrated holiday is liberation from the British.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
once every month.
oh, it's the best.
Well, I mean, we have ours yearly.
Yeah. The world celebrates once a month. I mean,
Yeah.
If anyone
Maybe
wonders,
someday we'll be able to celebrate.
if anyone wonders why no one gives a shit about Britain slowly but surely declining into a police state, it's because they're too busy celebrating that they're not part of that. They're just like, oh man, we could have been part of that, but we're not. Whee!
International We're Not Britain Day.
And they just spin in their little desk chairs.
I mean, Claire, there's two major ones though. There's International We're Not British Day or International We're Not Spanish Day.
That one too.
God dang, we.
And in some small patches in India, it's the no longer part of the Netherlands Day. And we might have elected a dictator that ruined our lives for a short period of time, but we got past that.
You know.
Also,
okay,
we
I know-
might have embraced the Japanese who weren't too nice either.
Look, I know it's wrong to say do the whole like I'm glad I live in America thing, but I think we should actually just coin the whole thing of I'm glad I'm not Britain.
I'm glad I got out of Europe Day / Japan
It could have been worse.
because people
Cool.
vastly underestimate the shit Japan pulled.
Oh, they pulled a lot.
They
Yeah, Japan is,
if you look at the map, God fucking damn it, they went places. Wow.
yeah, they were pretty active.
And then they did something that was literally called the raping of Nanking, and the context is already there.
They
It's
don't
right
want to
there
talk
in the
about that. It probably didn't happen. They
What?
say.
The
No,
Japanese,
but,
the Japanese deny it.
Yeah, I think they officially acknowledge it now, but there is a highly conservative group of Japanese that claim it never happened. It's their equivalent of Holocaust deniers.
It's horrible.
But the thing is, the Holocaust deniers are usually people who don't live in Germany. It's usually Americans and all that kind of weird stuff, which makes it sillier. Whereas this is just like, no, we didn't do that. I would know. I'm a Japanese person. The point is, your trip to Menzoberranzan is wrought with one particular trait that sets it apart from your other travels: a drastic increase in drow activity.
and those are the guys who may or may not be hunting us.
May or may not. But
Well,
unfortunately,
they'd had to have
because
enough,
this
right?
because this was written before WotC was told to stop being fucking racist, all the drow are evil, and all the drow are technically one big hive mind to want to capture you. I wish I was kidding, but that's how the adventure is written. The Underdark sucks, so everyone gets to be racist. And be right
Why-
about it.
What's the point of coming at us still? Because like at this point, it's like, dude, just find 5 new slaves. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks at all of us and counts.
Okay.
Points
Four
to
of
very-
us.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
4
there's
of us.
4 of us, and there's 3 extra, I believe, because we have that noble guy who knows his stuff. I forgot his name.
I mean, look, if they just want to say we want the fairy,
So
then just say it.
So since you're probably not going to be having an extended conversation with the lady, the book describes it as the drow priestess Ilfara becomes increasingly obsessed with the adventurers, believing they are involved in some secret conspiracy or perhaps a test of her worthiness. Just get another god, man, if this is the test you get. If your god's test is I'm going to fire you, then get out of there, man. That's not a good working relationship. And I like how it is the longer... Like, I get it. But you should start off with, she's a reasonable person, but the demon madness. And that way, she doesn't look like a fucking idiot. And she just looks like a dangerous, competent person twisted by circumstance, which is way more approachable and fun than I'm evil because I have black skin. And that is what it comes down to. And Paizo, making them lavender doesn't make that any better. You can't do that and then say that it's no longer racist. making them fucking Smurfs. Evil Smurfs. At that.
But are we running into the drow, or is it just like
Dude,
we're avoiding?
luckily the drow don't. You know how when you're an evil enslaving race in the underground and you are effectively such a dangerous force that you manage to take a whole town down to the ground, you kind of walk around the place like you own the place, which means they're not exactly too coy about it. If they're not actively hunting you, they have no reason to sneak around. They own the place. They'll come and burn your house if you make a big fuss about it. Additionally, a lot of them are already getting really affected by the whole demon thing. You'd almost think that their hometown seems to be the source of this all, because the vast majority of them, when you walk across them, are in some sort of mental delusion that like more coins, and they're like just obsessively counting every coin they have in their pockets, and then they do it again and then again as they walk by, ignoring you in your little hiding spot. Other times, there's just this dude who's just slamming his hammer against every rock he can find. Point is, they all seem to have their own healthy habits.
Healthy. That's a term.
Healthy as a nice stick of broccoli.
These guys are just gonna be like, we're gonna turn around one day and they'll all just be demons. Like they would be like, oh.
Man, that is a good
Probably.
possum. That is a good possum, Claire. I'm gonna have to ask you to share it with the class. Look at
Get a
that.
load of that guy.
Look at that fluffy boy. He's so fluffy.
Yeah, I thought you could use the energy of awesome energy.
I wanna kiss a possum endlessly. Look at that little puff baby. And they got those little just silly little ears. Oh,
Little dingus.
I always get sad when I see dogs in the bus, because they always struggles to stand up and all.
Oh,
Little babies. Little babies.
hey, again, shark bait, please, no more.
Put shark bait in a car and torture her with it.
No.
Dora.
Although considering her agility, she'd stumble around even if you were just standing still.
Yeah. But
Another
aside
note.
from Drow just sort of skulking about, it sounds like an okay trip.
I mean, there's also the fact that when you get close enough to the worm writhings, you become aware why it's called that, as you stumble across passageways that are very equal in diameter. Let's put it like that. Very smooth. And sometimes they're
very
located
smooth.
right where there's just massive blood splatter on the ground. Feel free to fill that gap with your imagination.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just try to avoid any rumbling earth.
So, is that pan just filled to the brim with a fuck ton of cheese?
Yes.
Listen, man,
Just kind of looks like a shittier cauliflower cheese.
it looks like a very limp pizza.
Why are you doing this when we're doing tabletop? Dizzy's trying not to die from the tummy. You're killing
Yeah.
Dizzy now.
Another notable trait of Mensa Berenson's proximity is an increase in Fey res.
Not again.
It becomes denser, there's more clouds than usual. And at times you have to bonk a few, like, baby-level demons on the head. You know, a couple of lemures, throw a quasit in the drain. Nothing you can't handle, that is.
Bully a few babies.
I mean, the vast majority of them probably give you, like, the buzzer handshake prank or something. And they just go,
Something
it's just a prank,
diabolical.
bro, and then they sting you with their venomous tail.
So it's not
Put
even
it-
like a fight. It's just like shoving them aside. Be like, hey, stop that.
It's okay, now,
Just
so, let's see, how tough is a lemure? Which is, like, the tougher of the two. He has, like, 13 hit points and armor class 7. I don't think you guys have any difficulty picking that boy up and just slamming him into the ground, head first. How the fuck does he ever... Oh, because he has -3 dex and nothing in terms of natural armor. What's his CR? 0. Wow. It's a fucking baby. Is a Quasit really stronger? Gotta be kidding me. Quasit, armor class 13 and 7 hit points. So I guess they traded places. But he gets to be CR1. But he does have that... Oh, no, he's claws. Oh, he's the imps who have the little stabby tail. The point is, the Underdark is changing, and its effects are becoming rapidly apparent, especially when you come across what you originally would think was a normal mushroom, but then explodes into gouts of flames whenever it breathes.
Why?
Well, that ain't good.
I mean, the whole area around is already scorched and burned, but it seems to be all right. Luckily, it's not on your path, but it is an interesting. I don't know if you like making notes of fun plants and local wildlife. You can do that. You can classify it as flora and fauna. And this is the part where I'll lean in on the camera and I go, by the way, don't forget funguses are technically not plants or animals.
They're their own kingdom.
Hell yeah, baby.
This is where I lean into the camera and go, I am being currently held hostage by my ferret. Please send help.
I'll send
I
you a
wonder-
pool to placate her.
I'm wondering if I cut off a piece, would it be breathing on fire, or if it just nullifies that?
Well, you're free to give it a go.
Why
There's-
are you taking slices off everything you come across?
I'm curious.
You know what? Sure, that's fine. I'll accept
There's all
that.
this- there's all this wacky shit down here. Might as well figure out how some of it works.
Just
I
take it.
guess
Don't take a
Danny,
slice out of the fairy's
Canny,
mouth.
Jim Jar like jams his elbow in your side. Hey, how much you want to bet that? How much you want to bet that kitty cat gets scorched?
Eh, I'll put a
Fairy.
5 on it.
Fairy leans in. 1 money.
one, one money, please.
All right, Abigail. You apparently want to
So-
approach this thing and touch it.
Yeah, who's voting for and who's voting against is my question.
You don't get to know.
By the
Alright.
way, seeing a challenge afoot, the Warforged
Oh.
looks at Abigail and is like basically hyping you up. Do it.
Put it in your mouth.
You got this.
You
Uh,
have this.
if I recall correctly, Claire, you literally can just yell at people to make them feel better, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what she was doing.
Like, I think that one of your you can just actively boast as an action, right? Oh no, wait, that's a thing you have to buy, right?
That's the thing I have to get actually
Yeah.
buy. Which actually, wait, I don't think I took another martial ability, so maybe I can just take that now.
Gosh, Bella, you have 9 spell points. How did you get this many?
Big brain.
A lot actually. I gotta remember what the calculation is. I get one.
You
I
get
get 2 from my caster
you get
tradition.
3 from your intelligence. You get 2 from this feat. Oh no,
And
wait, 3 from
casting-
this feat. So that's 6. Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, Bella's throwing the spell points. So throw your hips around a little. Bella, you are approaching this thing, and you want to cut off a slice.
Well, first I'm gonna check out the like if there's a flaming pattern to it. Like
It's one of those big round capped mushrooms, although its top is looking a bit like a smoky tip, and it just spews in the immediate environment. Below itself, that is.
all right. Well, then I will just. I remember. Yeah, I have my sword.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take that up. Gonna just levitate it, move it in, and chop up a piece.
Can you be that precise with your levitation?
Uh, I don't know if I can actually. I could projectile it and make it like slam into it, but
Might not work as well as you'd want it to then.
Yeah, that's kind of a crapshoot.
yeah. Then I'll just take my short sword and try to like delicately but swiftly cut off a piece of it and then back up.
You know what? You get to. You know what? You try to be nice and delicate. How about you roll me some sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Oh yeah.
You can do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude, you
So
could
you can.
absolutely do this.
Also, yeah, Bella, levitate is gentle movement. It's not
Nice.
like throwing your weapon
Hold
at the street
sword
itself.
gentle like hamburger.
Well, projectile would have been throwing it.
Yeah, but you'd be just likely hit with the hilt.
Hold Claire gentle like brief rubber.
Well, no,
Ooh.
projectile could hit it with the blade.
You give it a little slice. You take out, let's say, a quart of the stuff, like a good slice of it.
Nice. Then
The
I
second
back
you
up.
do, it's kind of like cutting a gas line.
Oh.
Additionally, this mushroom is a little hotter than you thought. It's not like oven plate hot, but it is like this pan was on the fire until a little bit ago. Hot. Like, ooh. So you have this slice of who knows mushroom, and it drips this thick, viscous, oily substance. And then the part that's exposed, that's pumping actively, um, basically goes. However,
Oh.
since you were so careful, you were keen enough to hold onto the slice, using it as a little shield to divert the flames up and away, and then you duck and roll out.
Yeah.
It's unclear what this will do to the mushroom in the long term, but for now, you have a slice of it. Chomp. The very least will make one hell of a spicy meatball.
Barry flies over. Good job, Abigail. You discovered fire.
But give like a tiny nibble of mushroom.
And then you die.
Is it in fact spicy?
You give it a bite or a lick?
Slow.
Bella, I ask you, are you giving it a bite or a lick?
A little bite. A bite.
So this mushroom slice has like the obvious outer skin, then this mushy, greasy flesh, and then this set of pipes where the fluids were obviously flowing. Which part do you think makes the tastiest end?
Probably the softer bits.
Take a little. Ooh. That tastes like a chemical fire.
Ugh.
In fact, your
Yum.
mouth briefly ignites as you eat this.
Blech.
In a flambe kind of way. Like, not necessarily harmful, but like, woo!
Okay.
You breathe a little fire for a moment. Not on the cool dragon sense, but more on the, whoo! Gonna get some singed fur from that sense.
I like lean
Oh,
over to
touches.
Jimmy Joe and go, "Does that count? Does that count as being on fire?"
He'll call it a draw.
All right, fair enough.
Alright, cool. I have a quart of this stuff. Blech.
Good pound of extra spicy mushroom. Cool. You pocket it away, presumably.
Yeah.
It does cool down in time. Doesn't seem to be supernaturally heated or anything. So that's good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the
Thank
little
you, mushroom. The fairy yells at it. Not sure if it's alive or not. Well, cognizant.
Jim Jar
Things are
assures you that
weird here.
as you make your way down further, Jim Jar assures you that once you get the Blinken Stone, there's no reason to worry about anything. Drow aren't allowed in the city. At all. After all, they had a whole fucking war about it. And with Jim Jar at your side, and he gives you a little wink and smile, you'll get through the gates of the problem.
But Jim Jar, the last place we went to that wasn't mushrooms, they told us that things would be okay there, and then everyone started murdering each other, including you guys.
Oh well,
And
That's
then
just
when we went to Sloop Doop, everyone tried to kill us there when we were told it was fine.
And
I
then
mean,
everyone died.
we've got a track record.
we could always do the opposite of what the module is designed to do, and just immediately go to the exit instead of entertaining the hundreds of thousands of distractions that are completely reasonable for an escapee party to participate in.
Wait, there's an exit.
That sounds unrealistic.
Yeah, why would someone who's on the run not take all the time in the world to see all the sights and get some fucking pictures of the cool things? Get yourself a Polaroid and take some camera shots.
Flicks that right out.
I mean, to be fair, I think there's an implication that Blinkenstone has like a fucking Blinkenstone light sign with magic gems and everything. At least that's how I interpret what they wrote. They weren't clear what spells the magic gems had, so I just like the letters, right? It's like a fucking neon sign. Gosh, that'd be gauche underground to have a neon sign. Ugh. Like you walk through the dark and you turn around the corner and this glaring colored sign just goes, "Hi." Ugh.
Just turn around the corner and you just see girls.
Great, strip clubs are here too.
Gnomes.
Oh no, wait, Bella, we're
Hmm?
currently playing in October. We turn around a corner, Spirit Halloween. God damn it.
It's a guy with a long box and just goes, "Hello, my children."
Well, I'm out.
Listen, he just wants to show you the D&D Halloween comic, which is terrible because they got rid of all the cool iconics they used to have.
Not this time, Linkara.
It's not Linkara. It's just all. Point is, you're soon arriving in Blingenstone, but not quite. The closer you get to Blingenstone, you eventually reach a part that he likes to call the Sponge. It's a place where, so when you have a lake, with all the erosion, and you have worms, with all the digging, you eventually end up with large cavernous areas that, even with the Feyres, are somewhat stable in their design. So you eventually come across this beautiful landscape where you can see miles away. Deep down, you hear water flowing, but for now, just look around and see. Lots of bridges, a wide open space, and a surprising amount of spider webs. Let's just put it
Oh.
like that.
It doesn't sound like a great place.
Shouldn't be
Is
too far now.
Hey, people who aren't me don't fall.
I mean, you're
Proof my bet.
fair rest. I don't know how long you're gonna be flying.
Yeah, it's a coin flip at this point.
I like the idea of like there's just like a barrier of a Feyre just sort of like
It's like the
Lit-
misty doors in Dark Souls.
yeah like we pass through one just fine. Iceland passed through one and like fades from existence for just a little bit, then like coughs back into existence. Oh, that didn't feel nice. Like,
I
ugh.
don't feel so good, Mr. Jones.
I think I disappeared there for a moment. That was scary.
Where did you
But-
go?
But yeah.
But are all the bridges like near webs, or is there like a least webbed bridge?
Well, wait, what do you ask?
Are all the bridges webby, or is there like one that's like least webbed?
No, there's definitely like a path that has been used enough that webs don't accumulate on it, but there are distinctly just webs around. If you wanted to, or you were like some sort of fucking spider-loving cluser like a drow. Oh, fuck, you fucking nerds. You could take a path that's just webbing. Although to be fair, if you were a spider, you could probably just crawl the whole parameter. Be one hell of a detour, though.
Oh.
As you make your way down this rather perilous and exposed section of path, you eventually hear a lot of shuffling around you. Unfortunately, the limited degree of your vision has rendered you easy prey for some slim little boys.
Oh.
Really took that short to load? Cool.
They're skinny boys.
At a certain part in the path, a woman announces her presence and yells loudly at you. When your vision clears, you find yourself surrounded by mooks and goons and boys with bad attitudes. Which is a fine way of saying, they got you on the bridge. The cool, crisp air. Well, it's actually quite humid. It's super humid. You're pretty sure the water would just spontaneously congeal in the water if it got any colder. Ugh. And there is a breeze, because it is such a massive cavern. And then there's the pleasant clouds of Feyres and the constant smell of iron. Rusting, exposed ores.
Ah, nice.
Are you a geologist, Claire? Do you know the beautiful smell of iron ore getting eroded into the rivers and spread into the air?
Yes.
I'm not a geologist, but I do know people who like rocks. Look at Zyla.
Cool. Then I know who to kill first if I want to do a geology-based adventure.
No.
How do you like
Wow.
this spinal?
No, not my spine.
No, spinal, like the
I
little
used
gems.
Spinel, yeah.
No! You write it like spine. It's spinal. Even though, according to Dutch rules, it probably would be spinal. Actually, no, the I would still be long, because a single N. Get out of here, Resident Evil 4. We don't need your gemstones. The point is, you're surrounded on all sides by drows. You stand in the middle of the bridge. A perfectly plotted little ambush does explain why so few of them have been... Well, you haven't seen your pursuers in a while. And to be fair, this might be their last chance at getting at you, since soon enough you'll be close enough to Blinkenstone that a single party of individuals will probably get their asses handed by the... I mean, the strong implication is that the people of Blinkenstone are trying to take it back, so they probably all know how to hold a sword the right way. And at some point, numbers just kind of take over. As you stand in the center... Ilvara, that's her name. Ilvara. Ilvara shouts from behind a glowing mushroom. She's right over there. She yells at you to surrender. Surrender your hearts and souls, and maybe we'll take you back to Menzabrins and to have a life that's worth living. If not, I'm sure we can make some nice urinals of your skulls.
The
You followed us for a long time to say that?
Was
Yeah,
that the
been
best
like-
you could come up with?
It's been like 3 weeks.
Well, you know, when you're obsessed with catching someone, then you just don't not in the right mindset to be creative.
I feel
Um,
like they're wasting a lot of resources on this.
I mean, if you want the long and short of how this would work, Ilvara is a high priestess of Loth, which means she has a significant amount of political pull. And if she says something, literally half the population, aka all the boys, can't say no, and a vast majority of the ladies can't say no either.
We don't even know this censored lady. Wait, have we met her?
You might have seen her from like the corner of your eye.
Okay, I'm not. I'm
I
gonna.
mean, you were in jail for a while, so yeah, you probably would see her at some point.
Hey, lady. The fairy. Can I fly right now?
Abigail and Tanya. Looking north and south, some of the drow are definitely not alive anymore. They have like sagging bits of flesh, and they have the posture of a pot smoker with way too much fat. You know,
Ugh.
they're kind of like. Ugh. But besides them are also drow who have a fine reddish, scaly skin, and in general look a little funkier than the rest of them. Kind of demonic, you might say. You know, with all the horns and stuff.
Looks at the fairy. You have to laser that pile of people over there.
Oh, she's busy yelling at the priestess. I want to make you an offer.
You know what? She needs a good laugh. She'll let you tell your little joke.
Do you want to sit down and talk this out?
You know, that's a great question. And I think the best answer to that is to begin incanting the summoning of a demon. So, how about we get to the part where we all have a fun time fighting?
I have a question. What level is it?
Are
My
you?
ears.
Ah, jeez.
That was my ears, indeed.
Owie.
Are you? Wait, are you gonna go like all Kakashi on us, where Zabas is doing like the hand signs and Kakashi starts like copying him, freaking him out?
I don't know what your deal is.
Boar rabbit.
I don't know what your
fox.
deal is, Claire. But would you like to fight? Well, we'll see him in a moment. You're gonna have to fight a yellow pus tree. Is the best way I could describe a yoho.
What if I stab her?
Yaklol.
It's called a yaklo, actually. Nice. It does in fact look like a yellow pus tree. Cool.
Second.
Yes.
What level?
What are you talking about?
Bella wants to try and mimic it.
You know
I
what?
wanna know.
Sure, go for it.
Is it half my? If it's a spell half my level?
Just learn
'Cause
it.
that's-
Just learn it.
alright,
Let's say that it
alright,
takes 3 spell points to use. Just go with it.
alright, I'll let that mean.
Summoning random demons can only work out for you after all.
There you go. I found it.
Here's mimicry. I
Just,
don't have
just
the
said
DC.
that you can learn it, Bella.
Alright,
Safi said that like twice.
okay.
The amount of times people insist on fighting me on me saying yes is ridiculous.
I just didn't. I thought you meant like I could
Bella
use mimicry.
has said
alright.
learn it. It costs 3 points.
Alright,
Ow.
then I guess I will summon a demon.
On your
Here
turn, yes,
then.
sure.
When
So let's get started.
You know what, Aisling? While your joke is quite humorous, this particular drow warrior, in between the cacophony of all the groaning and the eager licking of blades and all that kind of stuff, he shouts something about, I don't know, honor or something. God dang it, is that really how this works? That's the one I wanted.
No, a Selpior.
Aisling, can you also
percent.
give me a con save?
Oh,
did
you
I
just have to meet AC, don't you?
Yeah. Wow. Did that actually just meet your AC? That's nice.
Oh, that's
bad.
hilarious.
Brick.
You failed your saving throw by 5 or more. You fall unconscious while you were poisoned for 1 hour.
Oh my.
Can I hero point that?
Why not?
Probably a good idea.
Why do you always ask that question like it's like I'm gonna say no?
Wow,
Never
There
sure
we
which
go.
things it's available.
and then you push the poison right out of you.
I'm gonna say no to that someday, just to make sure that you understand that I don't say no to that. The exception proves the rule, they say. Ugh.
I've used one hero point.
The spooky boys with their slightly glowing red skin and like are eager to get in there and start tearing you apart, but they have to wait until the slow ass zombies make their way across first. Canny. You're flanked on the sides by boys with bows and more, and there's a bunch of dudes who are trying to get up on the bridge and get at you. What would your plan be?
Uh, hmm. Well, there's always the plan of cut the bridge, but then we're stuck here.
We have a
And-
ferry. We're not stuck here.
Oh yeah. And it would also probably be better to, do that when they're all on it.
So like a ready to action thing.
Maybe. They, Seth just did say that the demonic one had to wait.
He's politely waiting on his time in line, yes.
There's a queue, Canny.
I know that you don't appreciate the concept of queues, but
Yeah, I think I will just ready in action to cut the rope bridge.
I like it. Anyway, these poor ladies have been bullied into compliance. They didn't want to be here. They don't want to put up with all this bullshit. Anyway, time to cast some spells. Oh gosh, consume spell
Short.
slot.
They were short-staffed and had to come in on the day off.
How many can they target? Up to 3 other creatures. Well then, let's give the Drow warrior one, and let's give herself one. There you go. I wish this had like the. It's one thing I'll give Roll20. It's just adding random bubble colors to people is a fantastic way to add a little bit of extra flourish to remember things. Because I don't have a blessed status effect I can give people.
Oh dang! They made spells for like anti-iceling shields.
Dun dun.
I knew what they are after the ferry.
This guy Stain's over here. You know what? He shoots a little crossbow bolt at good old Canny with the intention of stopping you in case you decide to cut the rope at any point. But he will fail at dissuading your course of action.
Haha.
This fine fellow over here. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? How about cast some darkness on you? You can't see anything anymore as you are now sealed within a globe of darkness. You know, I'm gonna handle this a bit different. That might be the better way to do it. How do I remove combatants? Just remove them all except the guy that I want. I want you, so I want you out of here. We'll take it all in stride. Who's the demonic guy that I want to hold on to? You. We'll remove the rest. Just so that initiative is a bit more clear. All right. This guy
Also,
can't
they
see anything
see
anymore.
us.
This guy doesn't worry too much about it. He's ready to fan the hammer when you guys show up again. The High Priestess has finished her summoning. Unfortunately, because of the sphere, she kind of has to aim up a bit. So, excuse her. A yellow boy falls into the darkness, as it were. Does he have magical eyes? Do you have magical eyes? He doesn't have magical eyes. So he just kind of falls into a pile of people. And you hear this constant squishing, wet, squelching sound around you.
I don't like that.
I wouldn't like it either. Well, be glad, because since he can't see anything, he can't do any of his fun tricks. You just kind of have this constant wiggling around of people. Well, that was her turn. The whole summoning thing. What the hell is a bone idol person?
Because they're lazy as hell.
Fantastic. Let's bless everyone
Like a
here.
lazy bones.
Aisling, you're currently in the darkness.
Okay, so real quick, which characters were blessed? Because it doesn't show up on the screen.
Yeah, it doesn't show
Okay,
up for me
water.
either. I have no way of writing this down. Guess what? These things don't even have like. Oh, that they do. They do. Wow. But how do I designate people for that? She's welcoming. Okay, cool. It does actually record. Bless. How fancy.
So
Wow.
the priestess isn't warded though, right? She wasn't the one warded, because I would have seen that.
What fucking word are you
So,
talking about?
They did a ward earlier.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, yeah.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
sanctuary?
Sanctuary had the fortress.
No, she doesn't have anyone with her. It would have been one of like
Okay.
these guys that would have done it.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going the direction I was looking because I can fly. Going down here.
You know, people can also just
Yeah.
walk down bridges, but sure, go ahead and fly.
Well, I mean, this goes straight. And then I'm going to use the thing for my level up I never got recorded, which I wrote down what I took. Destructive blast type, leaping.
Delightful.
So I teleport to the other side of her.
No.
And I'm hitting her with teleporting, which is force damage.
Ouchie papa.
So, let's see. She gets a dex saving throw.
Nice. I want that one.
And what would it be against?
Against your spell DC.
Which is 15.
I think.
So she succeeds in surviving that.
Nice.
And then, because my spell combat no longer takes my martial focus, I'm an attacker from point blank with my
Delightful. Wait, is her armor class really just 12? Are you fucking kidding me? You get this big bad lady and you give her 12 armor class? Let's see. Drow Priestess of Lolth has armor class. How did you. Where did your armor class go, lady?
Oh, she's probably I didn't want to get to her this quickly.
Wait, why is your armor class 12 natural? Why is your armor class natural? You're wearing a fucking shirt, man. A scale mail. Ugh. What is the deal with all this? Even wearing it? Yeah. The game just doesn't want to give her armor class. Cool. Love it. Hate it. Get out of here.
So mean.
Well, she has been shanked.
Nope. Because armor class is 16, actually.
No.
So clink. Tanya, you're in the dark, but there's a lot of squelching right next to you.
It's squelching right next to me.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
You're pretty sure it's directly adjacent to you, with how it's right in your ear.
Uh-oh.
ah. I know what that thing is. It's probably that thing that lady was on about.
The air directly
That's what I'm
around it
talking about.
smells and tastes like pus. That
Yeah, it's
sour,
pretty-
gross crap.
Ugh.
What are you gonna do about it, Tanya? Want to give it a
Okay, I
kiss?
will. No, just- I'm going. All right, I'm gonna strike it with my vicious magical cesti.
That's the right answer. You give it a... Well, it's with disadvantage because you can't see shit. You're kind of just aiming for the sounds here.
Oh, okay, so.
So hover over and click the minus. Its
Huh.
armor class is 15, so take a good look at that.
Yeah, so and now I'm going to try to grab it. Wait, that's a. I roll athletics, not acrobatics. I'm the.
Good
Right.
news. You grasp him firmly.
Right.
I
Yeah,
like how
I'm
this
just
thing
gonna
is a master at deception, but doesn't have a lot of muscle.
Yeah, I'm also gonna punch it again. While
Just
it's,
throw it off
grabbed.
the ledge.
Can't it fly?
Claire wants to beat it up first. Claire, go for it.
It dropped next to us.
Right. Wait. Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
Do what you want, Claire. Don't have me being your boss.
Wait. Since I'm grabbing it, it doesn't disadvantage, does it?
I mean, logically, no.
Okay. Yeah.
By rules, technically, yes, you would still have disadvantage because 5e is silly like that, but go ahead and just deck it. Bam.
Okay. I've decked it.
Marvelous.
Also, since I grabbed it, I give you all. Well, wait a second. I just realized something. Y'all
I
can't
think
see
we
me,
need to
so
see it.
They have no idea what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm yelling though. at them.
Ah,
Can I just say that these
I
Drow
don't think
acolytes
so.
are polished as hell? Look at those fucking tokens and
They're
how
just
they look like they just got freshly oiled.
They're so shiny.
Those aren't even people. Those are literally just oiled metal statues.
Put some sanctuary on themselves. This lady down here.
Carved onyx.
Let's put some baby bless out there, baby. Let's put some baby bless on the big boys. Abigail, you're stuck in the darkness.
yep. And I know roughly where everything was, but I don't know exactly. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to hopefully walk to this bridge.
Bit of a stumble, but you'll make it. And then you see the whole horde like walking in on you.
All right. Then I'm not happy about that. What can I do about that though? I'm just gonna explosive orb them,
Rude.
or at least the one in the back. So what I will do is first show you the globe, which is a DC 14. Save. But I am actually gonna add one spell point to it because I am doing. Where is that? Kinetic.
Hey, Abigail.
Yeah.
Just wanted to tell you. Remember how Dizzy was positioning themselves to chop the bridge up?
Don't.
I mean,
You don't
I
know
was
what's
doing.
going on. Don't
Oh, right,
have
right,
character
so-
game on it, but Claire.
Yeah,
Also,
sorry
I was
about that.
doing the South Bridge.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Abigail, you know the globe is like flaming sphere, not explosion.
Hmm?
You do know that globe is like flaming sphere, the one at a time thing, right?
Yeah, it's just a 5-foot cube.
Yep. All right. All right.
Just gonna.
Well, where do you
Wait.
want this fucking cube to be? Who's getting bonked?
Go.
Uh,
Well, or you can make it into a bomb if you feel like it.
yeah, actually, I'm gonna do 2 spell points. One, for kinetic, and one to make the radius 20 feet.
Wait, why do you need one for kinetic?
Because I'm also, for 1 minute, any creature made prone by the blast cannot stand up without first succeeding on a strength saving throw.
All right. So we get one of these puppos. Careful
Big
not to blow up
fancy
the fucking
turtle.
bridge.
Which you're
Uh-oh.
standing on.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm not worried about it.
So DC 14, anyone who didn't get that will suffer, which, why is my sphere not damaged? Is that 1d8?
It does your
What?
destructive blast damage. Mine isn't listed on it either. Oh yeah, it is now.
Okay, then. Yes, I'll hit destructive blast. And hopefully, okay, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
9 damage.
Oh, they take half. Oh, no, that's quarter. Whoops. Whoop. Oh, the Drow Acolyte apparently had 2 hit points, which I think is because... Oh, she probably rolled like absolute shit. That's great. Why are her stats like this at all? Something really
They have
weird
that
going on
low
with these
of
sheets.
HP? Wow.
There's really something wrong. Yeah, they don't have a con mod, apparently. I don't know. I get the feeling like a lot of these sheets just aren't working the way they should. Because I keep having problems with the armor class not being correct. Their stats are all 10s somehow.
Wait, did I kill all of those?
Yeah, you what? Yeah, you.
For zombies. You did the thing I was
You
gonna
know-
do.
Staff, maybe it's because like these guys are on we're on like very disadvantaged terrain and they kind of have us surrounded, so maybe they're all just meant to like get pinballed. I don't
Have you
know.
considered that there's this thing from 4E that's actually worth keeping called minions, where people just fucking explode if they ever get hit?
Yeah, 1
Yeah.
HP.
It's a very
Get
good
the-
way to solve the problem 5E has, where once you get a couple of CRs up, there's just too many hit points for anyone to one-shot them, and it just kind of loses its appeal.
Dynasty Warriors style, where there's just a whole bunch of goons that'll die instantly.
In 4E,
D&D
in
boost
Pathfinder
celebration.
2E, it's great because you just get to crit everyone and get to roll so many dice, and you feel really good about it. And it feels like you're actually just cutting down a couple of idiots, whereas here it's just... There's always that moment where you're like, really? Oh, 5E.
Right.
Why didn't you just take the good rules from 4E? Why not? Why is everyone
Okay.
there so dumb?
I think the survivor's also gotta make a strength saving throw.
Really?
Yeah, that's for the strength is for the kinetic. That it'll knock them prone.
Okay, so there's a save for just the. Oh wow, cool, weird, goofy. Any creature.
Anyone who
There's no
failed.
rider types though if they if they get the
Yeah.
half roll, Bella.
Yeah,
So
so
they don't
anyone who
actually do strength.
failed gets prone.
Nope. It just says any creature is damaged by the blast. It does not, in
Uh,
fact, specifically require them to take damage without a saving throw. With a
No,
saving.
no. Under globe, if under any of these, if they succeed the saving throw to take half damage, then they negate the rider effects.
Oh wow.
That's every blast type.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Well, I guess that's because that's just how 5e works in general. You always negate the little thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Bella, you're right where he wants you. And you're close enough that he can just shoot you.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no, still disadvantage.
That does hit. So.
Dude, what the fuck is your attack modifier, and where did you get it? He's got...
Boy's got that plus 10.
Oh, yeah, because he has Bless, and it's applying it automatically. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and make your con save. Dizzy. Bella, it's Bella.
It's not me.
Oh,
Wah.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of these guys comes running right at you. With a sword half high, he just pushes past those Zambam Bambarinos and gives you the old go.
He misses, so I attack.
Can he? You can't see
Uh,
them, but you do hear like their
Bella
feet.
Bella has her ability to attack if they miss.
Really now? Well then.
Hein Handler. Wait,
Fucking
let
give
me
me the
just-
goods.
I'll do it this. Nope.
Oh, you're using my gift.
Kenny, you
I'm
hear a
just-
bunch of feet steps on that bridge up ahead. People coming
Uh-oh.
closer, their armor clinging and clanging.
Idiots.
Okay, give me a solid attack thwack to cut that rope.
Hiya!
Because as someone who knows how thick rope can get, sometimes they're pretty sturdy. Let me just take a look at what your weapon does.
Also, we all have cool named weapons except Claire now. I've got my Talon. You got the Bupidos blade, which speaks for itself
Well,
because it's probably speaking.
Well, Claire has the suplex, so...
Yeah,
No, Claire has the pile driver.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. They can make up her own attack moves.
She gets to name
Nice.
You know what I think is a bit more reasonable than just having everyone fall down immediately? You are cutting one side of the bridge, so... This thing better have those cool macros. No, it doesn't. Does it? Where are they? No? Really? Oh, man. You know, Pathfinder 2 has all these cool macros for, like, applying things and making secret rolls. Where's yours, 5e? Where's yours? Well, time to have all these goons roll a deck save or fall down into the abyss. Ha! I get it! It's the title drop.
Huh.
Phew.
Wow. And then they'll have to crawl their way out of the abyss.
So all the zombies pretty much just woo down the hole.
Why?
I wonder how many things are throwing down this pit.
Enough that an autolog is gonna start spawning down there. The only guy who makes it is the guy who hits like the normal end of the bridge, like yeah, and is hanging from it
Barely
now.
one.
But all Dizzy hears is the sounds getting very quiet very quickly.
Oh,
This guy runs over to help his friend back on board, of course. After all, they're all men, and they all hate that bitch just as much as everyone else. Spent years working on her, watching her get all the fun stuff while they are told to just sit and take it. It's almost like Drow society is just as much about slaves as they themselves are. If this was written by a competent writer, that'd actually be intentional. And it might be. Point is, you're next to one of those guys with those big old demon horns, and he gives you one of them snarly looks. Whoa. He goes for two shorty swings. Whoopsh whoop-pow. Right at you, Aisling. Right at you.
God, those actually hit.
Are there any there's a zombie left, yes. Well, they're just gonna move across the bridge, hoisting their little crossbows high, and oh no, they don't have any crossbows. Sorry, they can just hit you. They're too clumsy to use those bows. This guy's over here is just biding his time. It's her turn. What's Scourge? Oh, that's just the cool stick she has. Forgot it's called Scourge. I've got a cool stick. Ow!
Stick.
Let's see. What's the fun spell to cast here? I mean, there's web, but that doesn't help when you're floating around. Love it when they make characters have divination. That's going to be very useful in the middle of combat. Like, for fuck's sake, if you're going to make a dude, give him combat
It's a
stats.
freaking witch
Make their
block.
combat block for combat, and give the little non-combat spells like a little section below. Like, oh, by the way, they'll use all this stuff in the meantime. But when they're ready to fight, they'll prep all this stuff. You know? Anyway, here you go. Here, get the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, that's spooky.
Get the big itch. Half as much damage on a successful one. Must also be successful. Okay, gotcha. It's also lightly obscured, aka it doesn't fucking matter. I don't get why 5 even considers lightly obscured a thing. All it does is make perception checks harder, which is like comes up once every whole campaign, maybe. Such a non-issue. Would have been nicer if it gave you like a small cover bonus and then darkness gave you both. Because that way, in darkness, it actually matters because it's fun. I like this part a lot. Someone actually made the argument: if you blindfold yourself, you're. Ugh. The point is, darkness doesn't work the way it should. It doesn't actually give you penalties. But we still have this big thing, which is how many attacks does it get? It gets 2. It gets to swing its fist around twice. I mean, it could also turn into mist, but that's not going to help it. Any fun spells? Well, spew webs, but that's not going to help it. Claire, get ready to get slam jammed.
Yeah, that doesn't. Okay, the first one hits.
You are hit with its poisonous, ickery, slapping hands. Blech. All over you.
Okay, so minus 21. The second one doesn't hit though. Okay, well I don't know why it rolls when I lose my health.
Aisling, a dastardly man and his dastardly poisoned blade are swinging at you. He looks like he's about to jump on you and drag you down to the ground.
Well, and I'm going to need to get out of here for a quick moment. So I'm going over here.
How do you get there?
Flight.
Oh, cool.
Go up.
Then everyone gets to smack you in the ass on the way out.
Or
Yes.
I could teleport.
Excellent. Well, none of them are Mage
So-
Slayers, so they don't get any special benefits for that.
Yep. So I'm teleporting right to the edge of the darkness because I need to heal.
Tanya, this large thing is feeling rather tough. While you can punch it, there's a lot to punch, and it's mostly liquid. This might not be the way to kill it fast. What do you want to do?
Yeah, first, right. I'm tossing it at the ledge direction. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm throwing it.
Okay, give me that rock toss attack roll.
Rock toss attack.
Just
roll.
roll me your fucking hand axe thing, or your cestus, really. Or athletics if you want.
Yeah, athletics.
Slam dunk attack.
You're-
Duncan.
You give him a world away Wario does. You charge it up, and then you throw him like a fastball special. Whoosh. Abigail sees this. Abigail sees this gross thing emerge from the darkness briefly, before it tumbles down towards the earth.
What's that?
I don't know, but like I said, looks like a fucking pus tree.
Like everybody's like, what the hell was that thing?
That was Tanya demonstrating her true strength. Well, they can't quite see anyone, so this is gonna wait it out. This is going fine.
So some of the drow are literally just like whispering, "Man, that dark ball they cast on that ruined everything for us. Like it made things awkward." God, Leroy.
I mean, Aisling's almost down, and you're not exactly in a great spot, so hey.
Alright,
Oh, no.
contacting the red. Yeah.
No,
Sick
my
man.
fleshy skin! Ah!
Then I step forward and attack again.
You
Just-
move and do your second attack.
Yeah, in 5e you
Oh,
can
that'd be
split it up however the
nice.
fuck you like. Spring attack is free for everyone.
And I think that's my turn.
Yeah, cut your way
Yeah.
through 2 of them.
Including an elite.
This guy gets in the way of the bridge. He's not on it, but he's like standing in front of it and pews you, Bella.
Alright,
This guy's
hold
got
on.
a good shot.
I need to double check something.
Which is?
Catch. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Spend one spell point to just catch the arrow to prevent its damage.
No, my damage.
I caught the arrow.
No.
Nice.
Well, all right.
Usually requiring the ready action to catch it after it's fired.
No, that's a
Augment
reaction.
one. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
augment 1, you can reduce the casting time to 1 reaction.
You snatch it with your teeth.
What?
Your mind teeth.
Caney. There's no bridge. You can tell that much because you hear the clanging of planks. But what now?
Now, I mean, I guess without. There's no way you can jump 20 feet.
I mean, someone here can throw you 20 feet, but hey.
I can teleport you.
Well, also, we're standing in a globe of darkness, so I don't think getting Tanya to throw me would be the best idea. The teleporting sounds useful. I mean, I guess I'll kind of move over to here and then use a spell point to summon my friend next to Aisling to provide some cover.
Cover them.
Just kind of make it harder for them to shoot you from the other side.
Protect the baby.
Where's my...
Oh wait, I have a breastplate of poison resistance anyway.
Oh. Still.
Nice.
And then...
Kind of weird that Warforged aren't resistant to poison, ain't it? I mean, I personally would have said that they were.
Yeah, they don't really metabolize that way.
I mean, not that I'm looking at the source book here, which may or may not say anything about advantage against saving throws against poisoned or having resistance to poison damage. It's just ideas. Guess it's not true because it's not on class sheet. And as we all know, if it's not on the sheet, you can't do it. That's the rules. GMS have no power. Sorry, I'm gonna have to invoke my Gygax here.
I'm sorry.
Or why bonk you? Alright, Canny, you get to the edge, to the ledge.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of...
Summon your friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask one quick question because 5e is a fucking bastard when it comes to this. Can you even summon your friend?
Yeah.
Because usually these things have things like you must point to the space you can see with your eyeball, but this one doesn't mention that, so I guess it's fine. Cool, we'll go with
It's
it.
just range touch.
Oh no, yeah, no, it appears in an adjacent square, so yeah, location is not vision based. Nice. So you can summon your friend even if you're in a pickle. Does this lady have anything fun that lets people fly? Not really. Not really. This fine gentleman. You said you were on the edge, Aisling, or are you inside of it?
I couldn't teleport. Wait, I moved inside because I can move after teleport.
Yeah. Well, he's getting ready to cut the first person to come at him. Well, the final zombie makes his way over to Abigail and tries to grip her firmly so that he could take a little nibble out of her neck and hopefully make her bleed out. Well, still waiting. Because they're watching and they're waiting. Oh, well, didn't mean to do all that. Well, you know, she saw where Aisling was going off to. And while she can't aim into a bad spot, she can aim near... Oh, wait, excuse me. Why didn't it give me a... I have no slots to... Don't fucking care, dude. Just give me the cool radius thing. Let me place measure template. There we go. She can't aim at the... She can't aim at an edge and make that work.
Oof.
We're gonna use the
Let-
25.
It doesn't really matter to me. I go down, so.
I'll revive your brain. By the way, am I in that?
I think you're just, like, literally right outside of it. A big old swarm of insects comes on by and takes 1,000 tiny bites out of you. Man, fucking bone idol. What a word to call it.
Like Danny's gonna have to protect the fairy even harder.
The fairy you can't see and don't know is unconscious.
I mean, you probably hear like a flop because she usually flies around. Tanya. Wait, there's one important detail I almost forgot. No, my darkness!
Oh,
Almost
Oh,
immediate.
so you can't see Ice Wing.
Hooray!
But before that happens, I have a crossbow, and I was ready to fire on Tanya. Pew!
okay. Well, that hits.
I have to go to the bathroom actually. Whoops!
Oh no.
Go go.
Go, go, go!
You know, last session I like nailed everything.
Now everything's nailing you.
And also, this plague swarm thing is a bullshittingly powerful spell.
Yeah, yeah. I can. With that area with a
25 damage.
and that's the low. That's a low roll apparently. And you got hit with the first time it hit you. You got like a 29, and it was like, let me check.
No,
Insect
that's like,
plague. Yeah, it's 4d10, and it has that much of a massive area.
I mean, only one
Oh,
of
and
those
it affects you
one.
every turn.
And then it was 9, 8,
What?
7.
Wait, so does it?
A creature must also make this. Oh, yeah. A creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Yeah, and duration 10 minutes.
Why is that
Why
so?
is the spell so powerful?
Yeah. What? So okay, no wait.
I mean, this is a 5th
So,
level spell, though.
yeah, but she's also using it like
Twice now.
twice now. It's the fact that it's an area effect that hit like this. Look at this area. Also, okay, so I'm just gonna put it out there, like in a completely metagaming sense. Why are they here? What is the profit here?
Slave
Also,
labor.
this person fighting us is at least 2 levels above us.
It's weird.
No, wait. At least 3.
Can't we get the? You gotta get the juice out and like juice the fairy so she can get up and like shoot a death laser because the darkness is gone. So this lady just needs to be nuked off the freaking cliff.
If I do get up, my next turn is going to be guided strike and whichever laser I think will hurt them the most. Do Drow have any like elemental weaknesses they take extra damage from? Would Radiant like fuck
Radiant.
them over?
But I'm not sure how that is in 5e. Radiant hurts Drow more though.
Also,
I mean,
I
at
don't
least
know
it's
if you
good.
know that, but
Well, I mean they're dark and we're in dark.
I mean, if you have that cleric spell, that like the sunbeam spell, I think you can actually instantly kill a. I think it's like an instant blind on Drow, but that was like older editions, I think.
Damn, it changes every system, so.
Oh yeah, the problem is like, yeah, because remember, yeah, Drow cannot be in sunlight, so any spells that legit mimic sunlight can harm them really badly or blind them. This
Oh, if
lady
the
here.
zombies hadn't died, I was gonna use my new elemental type.
Anyway, where are we? I think Tanya just got shot.
I
Can you
took
go?
the damage already.
Oh, wait, excuse me. I think you're. Yeah, you're more than 30 feet away, so let's. Okay, cool. These guys just can't miss.
Thank God they didn't get that crit, Claire.
Claire, what do you want to do? It's your
Okay,
turn.
oh, it's my turn. All right, I see the fairies hurt. I see the like mega plague swarm maker. I don't like it. I'm going to go over here.
Into the swarm.
Well, I can't. I legit can't really do anything without going into the swarm. Okay, what does the swarm do when I enter the swarm?
I mean, you're like a robot. Right?
Yeah, I'm a robot.
I mean, it's mostly biting locusts. Why would they even bite you? You're not made of
I don't.
food. I mean, I know
They're,
that
well,
locusts eat like a bunch of shit, but let's go for it.
they're. Oh wait, they're racist. That's yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, I pick up the biggest rock thing I can find, like anywhere, because I'm sure. Okay, so I'm fine.
Go nuts. What do you do?
I'm going to chuck it at her.
Why not throw Canny?
Kenny has to help Aisling.
Gotcha. Well, maybe if you hold
Why
on to
not
the
chuck
rock when you
me?
throw it, you can fly along with it, like Thor.
Okay, that's a really fun. Now that's a funny as hell thought, but I'm gonna go with the option that doesn't sound like it's straight off the cartoon.
All right. You grab. There's probably like some spare bridge logs here, which are pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're pretty big. Yeah, I make sure she knows what this is for. So wait, and I'm gonna throw
Rock toss.
yeah, so I'm gonna use athletics to throw it.
No, we just
Wait, what?
don't worry.
It's an attack roll.
You clock her either way
Oh, okay.
with a massive beam of wood. Even though she's like hiding behind a tree like a coward. Cool. Let's see some concentration, lady. This locust swarm vanishes.
Yeah.
Now she's clocked with a beam of wood.
Picks up a big old log. You hurt my fairy.
Zoinks. Now we can start casting our most powerful spells. Oh, wait, no. I think Sacred Flame is like a 30-foot... Oh, no. 60 feet. I was right all along. This one's for you, Tanya. Pew!
Wait, they cast radiant spells?
What?
What's the
Who
deal?
Drow did that.
Now-
They're drow.
Now listen closely. Here's the deal. The radiant damage didn't used to exist, but if it did, you swear your fucking ass that the Gygax would have been like, they can't cast that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But they're.
But
They
inventing...
just look-
Claire, it is illegal to invent new lore. We must stay traditional or we will lose our market leadership position.
But it's the fact that they're drow. You know what? I'm gonna just roll
Don't
dexterity.
stay on it, Claire.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay.
You
Sure.
get-
I don't have.
Get a baby zap. Abigail,
baby
you're
zap.
almost at the end of the bridge. You
Alright,
have cut up a lot of dudes.
I have actually. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up this dude right in front of me.
It's just a zombie.
Brains.
Schmeck.
He avoids, or at the very least, your sword gets stuck in a part that doesn't matter to his existence.
Schmeck.
His armor class is 15, so keep going.
What?
Wait,
Schmeck.
wait a minute. You, how do you?
I don't know +3.
Yeah, here's a fun fucking question for you. Shouldn't you be proficient with this thing? Yeah, you're not proficient. That's what did it. You actually would have hit him with the first one, so we'll just throw him down the cliff.
Okay. Well then, second attack will actually go up here. Whoa!
So that would have been
Man.
enough to hit him too. So he gets the brain blast.
Okay.
I like how she's circling around to reach this lady.
Give him the Jimmy Neutron special.
Don't forget, you also have
Oh,
a
you
daily
have to
ability if you
reroll.
want to.
My daily ability. Oh, on the Boopy Double A.
Yeah, if you want to.
Let me remind myself on what that does.
If you want
Click the name to expand it.
Wink.
Okay, you can inflict another 1d8 psychic damage and force DC 14 saving throw on a failure to target confused from it. Sure.
What's it do?
He'll just be confused for a minute.
But it'll also take a little extra damage.
Yeah.
And if he fails
Might be
completely, he
okay.
becomes basically incapacitated.
Okay.
That
He fails.
qualifies for him going insane. So you hit him,
Great.
you zap him in the brain, and then he just starts crying on the floor
So
and muttering about things you don't understand.
you've gone from trauma kitten to inflicting trauma kitten.
I have weaponized my weakness.
You've reduced the
See
man
how
to a
it
fetal
feels.
position. These guys are also no longer technically relevant. The guys on the other side can't really do much from where they are, so they're just gonna get out of here.
These guys are just having like the most like.
They're gonna look for a way
Sandbag.
around, or at least that's the excuse they're gonna give when they find Elvira later.
Yeah, they're sandbagging this job.
The heroic drow Takes a little running start and then leaps over to you, Tanya. Blade extended.
Oh, this is adorable. Thanks for the ammo.
Don't tease him. He's trying to murder
Oh,
you.
and then he kills me instantly.
Do not tease him.
Jesus F word in Christ.
But you're
Appar-
resistant to poison.
Oh yeah. Still. So wait, how much damage do I take then?
This much.
That'd be 14 from piercing total.
There you go.
Okay.
And then that. Yes. And then this. And then yeah. Oh, you're still standing. Cool.
All right. Well, apparently I shouldn't have, said thanks for the ammo. B word. Like.
This guy's gonna shoot at the blobby boy. Waterman. With disadvantage. Gosh, every time I roll disadvantage, you just roll higher.
These guys don't have disadvantage.
Blobby boy.
Yeah, they don't.
Water boy gets wobbled.
Oh no. Still alive though.
The Drow Priestess has spent all of her big fancy spell slots on fun things. Wee. Let's see. Well, there's no one she can really cure for recurred position. So that's just sad. But she does have a fun one. Ooh. Well, Abigail, since you're doing so good and you made that guy fall on the floor, would you like a ray of sickness? Are you down with the sickness, Abigail?
Ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah.
Come on, save Bella.
Oh no.
I bet Drow listened to a lot of Disturbed.
I'm also gonna use a link to Ironhide that. Negate 5 damage, while I only take 2.
Is eventually Bella gonna become like that one sword from Bleach, where like the guy would have one sword absorb the ability, and then the other like sword would shoot it out.
Captain Kyoraku?
Yeah,
I mean,
Kyoraku's sword.
Ukitage. Wait. When the heck does Canny go?
Where'd your turn go, Canny?
I don't
On the
know.
top.
Because
It's
Canny
19.
didn't go in between.
Well, she's right
Oh,
at the
yeah,
top. Oh, you must have skipped her when we were going through because someone got removed. Canny, your turn. We would like to take it.
Preferably yes.
But first... Nope. Okay, go
Well,
ahead.
It's just gonna use one of my healing potions on Aisling. First.
Don't forget, you have really big healing potions.
Why are you using a basic one?
Because I don't
We have
have them
superior-
on me.
Because you forget to
thought you
distribute
had
your
them on you.
goods.
I have some on me. Take them from me.
Oh, fuck no. Please don't tell me what just happened. Okay, cool. I can't open the loot bag anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
Because, holy shit, 5e just never stops
Just
coming
use
for me.
mine. I have these on me. You can use one.
Okay, that one, I guess.
Glug, 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 glug.
Okay. Now I can have my turn because Canny should have gone before me.
I mean, also, I was gonna get my water elemental to move and attack that guy.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Wow,
do
that's a
that.
picture of a loot bag.
Wait, that's what the loot bag looks like? That's a box.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Have you
treat.
ever seen the description I put for the loot bag?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I gave it a little description.
I want to see
Well,
it.
I can't open it anymore.
I can either.
The
Go
Drow
try.
Elite is slammed by big watery fists. Blech.
Like, we'll,
Wait,
we'll,
what?
we'll, we'll mess with it later. Let's, like,
Yeah.
play with these the puppies.
Okay, so for my turn, since I'm conscious now.
Good.
Welcome back.
Hi, I'm angry now.
Hi, Angry.
You do
Now,
know
I'm
that
Kenny.
if anyone downs you at this point, you're gonna fall all the way down, right?
Yeah, but I have almost 30 HP. I'm like 2/3 my health.
Gotcha.
Boy, that's, I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things.
Yeah, that is a what could
That was by
possibly go wrong.
I'll
yeah.
give you a shirt with an exclamation point on it if you want. What could
If I
possibly
die,
go
then you
wrong?
can give it to me. So, here's the plan. I'm going to use 2 of my spell points.
It's 5e. There are no plans. They're just actions.
True. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Destructive Blast type Ray.
Pew pew.
I'm going to target this guy and the Priestess.
2 shots.
And I'm giving myself advantage.
Hit him with the Ray
We got a lot of
Romano.
hero points anyway too.
So I'm going to do it with the new blast type I get from taking the life sphere.
You could have healed him? How nice of you. Trying to make friends.
I wish that was a thing I could do with the laser, but no.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Then what are you doing? And why are we all waiting?
Blast,
Invigorating life type. So I do radiant damage to them,
Give him a kiss.
and I will gain temporary hit points.
Just
equal to the
fucking
number of
post the
damage
damn
dealt.
thing so I can read it with my own eyeballs.
Well, I didn't get put in there because I didn't have it set up beforehand.
Shakes my fist at you. Oh my god, look at the bear. He's got the brows. I love him. I love him so much.
Love that gif.
And I get another roll of it on the guy next to me.
Wow.
So this is for the priestess.
This
and
is a ray,
one
right?
Now, yes.
You do know you're standing directly adjacent to someone in melee.
You do know I can count it as melee attack if I'm in melee range.
Gotcha.
Yes, still the yab him.
Haha, little baby. Little baby bap.
And my ultra attempt, I get one more roll for... This one's only for the attack. Okay, so... Yeah, he takes 5. She takes 12. And I gain 4 temporary hit points.
Marvelous. Tanya.
Yay.
Okay. Action 1. I'm gonna second win because I'm hurt.
That's not an action, that's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So bonus action, I'm gonna second win, which
Just click it and it gives you the numbers. You know what the coolest part about this thing is? It recovers in a short rest.
okay. Yep. 20 back, or I'm back to 20. All right. I'm gonna attack this guy with my cestus, which targeted him, not her.
Grab him
Also,
by
did
the
you all
collar.
have any negatives for radiant damage?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Do the trials have weakness to radiant damage?
Surprisingly not. Because again, inventing new lore, that's you
Okay.
don't do that. You don't do that.
All right. So I second wind and do nothing else. I just sort of stare at him.
I mean, don't forget that you
You
have
can use a
like
hero point,
7 fucking
yeah.
hero points in your pool. Spend some of it, man.
Yeah, use one, Claire.
Yeah, go,
All
go
right,
hog
I
Give
will.
yourself advantage.
I'm gonna hero point on the. You know what? The first one.
That's a hit.
Take
Okay,
that.
cool. Well, since I'm going to be very nice and you can grab people for free, I'll let you make the second attack a rock toss if you prefer.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna rock toss at her.
Sure.
Uh,
Let's give it the old go.
all right. So I have to roll rock. I have to use the rock.
Yeah,
toss to
just click
roll.
rock toss, this little dice icon, and it'll automatically do all the stuff for you.
All right.
Like so.
Oh, whoops! I accidentally clicked it twice.
No, that was me. Alright. Well, you throw a medium creature at her and roll 9 damage, which is quite a bit. I also rolled 9 damage, actually. You huck him. Right at her. Whoosh. Both take 9. And they're probably like prone because, you know, they fall
Yeah,
on top of each other.
Yeah, I assume they're prone because they get like I'm surprised she's not prone because she got like hit by a freaking
He did.
log.
They both. Oh no, not from the log though.
That being said, radiant damage isn't necessarily light damage because there are laser spells that do fire damage. But see, this is I'm just gonna lean in a bit. This is kind of a problem that just exists with how 5e is designed in general. You can't just say that someone is weak to anything that is light based because then you have arguments. In Pathfinder 2, at the very least, they gave things traits, and even in first edition, they had like traits. You know, it could be like, oh, if it's a light spell, they take double or they take a degree worse. That'd be fun. That's nice. That's cool. But you can't do that here because if you say radiant damage, like, okay, this is a spell that does radiant damage, but it's just you give him a kiss of goodness. Why does that do double damage? Are they that mean that they can't take a little kiss? Ugh,
He's shy.
they're just very shy. That's why the Drow are assholes. They're just too shy to ask you to prom. Ugh.
Can I please do a racial crime against you, Ugu?
Maybe they'll notice me if I enslave their parents. Abigail, You've
Yeah.
cleared a path out of here, but what do you do now? Life is boring now that your goals have been achieved.
I know not what to do.
You've driven a man
So-
literally to insanity. You've blown up several
I will
demons and zombies.
I will dash. Or at
Nice.
least as close as I can.
Canny. I mean, that large tree that's supposed to protect her from incoming attacks hasn't done much for her so far. Like, Tanya just throws around it with wooden beams and dudes with ease.
Yeah.
And since I dashed.
By
I
the
can
way,
add
Tanya,
the-
don't forget, you did throw someone. You're allowed to tell all your friends how cool you are.
Oh yeah, I did throw someone. Everyone, that was so awesome, wasn't it? Because they can see me now.
Hell yeah.
All right, you'll have advantage because I'm like really cool, and you also can see me.
The
now.
fun part is that that includes both the water elemental and Canny individually.
Wait,
You're gonna-
Saffron.
Ye.
Does dashing take my bonus action too, or just my action?
You can dash with a bonus action. I think I think some classes get that feature. They get like fancy for
Cunning action.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if I had my bonus action.
like your action can also is used for dashing normally, but if you have something
Yeah,
that lets
okay.
you do otherwise, you can do otherwise.
Well,
Anyway,
if I
I'm
have
gonna.
my bonus action, I'm going to attack.
Oh no,
Because I have Doombringer.
who are you
And
cutting?
what
Because they're both on top of each other, and you have advantage.
I am cutting the priestess, and I am cutting in a very specific way. Because what I am doing,
You've somehow got like 10 links built up by now.
well, no, I'm using my length for the attack, but I'm making my attack striking, bang, which means I can put a spell into it, which I will
Ah!
bang.
Jesus.
I will.
Ah.
Wait,
They're on the ground.
how did he just add that many? Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, she's a medium. So
Those are all separate.
So wait, what just happened?
We limit break.
no. Explain, Bella. Actually, what
Yeah.
did you do?
okay, what I did was I put a projectile onto my sword. I attacked the priestess, uh, putting a spell point to allow me to affect a medium-sized creature, and I projectiled the priestess off of this platform.
So, can I one more question? Does your weapon still do normal damage?
I believe so. Yes.
Then can you please roll me your weapon and make it crit damage?
All right.
And then you can tell me how far she goes when you throw her.
How do I crit
Wait, you golf club?
this? Yes.
Okay.
Also, it says she can make a strength saving throw to not
Yeah.
get thrown.
No.
She's thrown 30 feet.
Yeet.
You know what? She dies on like the first part of the tumble down too.
I'm assuming that like she flies and like smacks a wall really hard, but you'll hear that like very ooh, that's nasty like watermelon smashing noise.
Wanted so hard to do this ever since I got.
She never even got to use her cool stick.
So that was
Yeah.
actually wow, Jesus Christ! These two are on the ground after the fairy blasts them, and then I throw like a rock at them or a
Oh.
dude at her. They
I was about to say,
look
where
up.
did he just jump off after?
No.
Skip
Wait.
my turn again.
Wait a moment. Wait just
Oh, you
one
skipped
moment.
that
Now
one.
that you mention it.
Get your turn.
Okay, good. Because he was lying on top of her. So technically he would have flown along with her if he didn't roll off real fast.
Go, Candy.
Can he go?
I'm gonna just take a pot shot at that guy.
He's about to get up. You wait a moment so that you get a clear shot, and then you just shank him on the ribs with an advantage shot. Ooh. Too bad, so sad.
Yeah, not quite. And then I'll move and bonus action get my. Well, my friend moves automatically anyway. So
Friend.
just have to give an action to tell them to do something.
Well,
And I think I have cunning action to dash.
Because you are a rogue, you would have.
Yeah,
that.
you are a rouge.
so I can zip zoom
You're
a
a
little
bat.
further.
I honestly think that cunning action sounds like it should be something a ranger gets, since it's all about movement.
Bella, the guy gets up.
Here it
And he
is.
goes to grab you. Since apparently you're throwing people down holes so much, how about you join them? Unfortunately, your base athletics is too high for that, so you manage to throw him off.
How is he not like absolutely pissing his pants after that event that he happened? Like, she turned her sword into a 9-iron.
Aisling,
Yeah,
who knew Abigail could do that?
I didn't.
Neither did Abigail, I think.
Lady's lying flat on the ground. Abigail taps her shoulder and she just flings away like a ragdoll.
Really,
Like slides along the ground before she starts falling, not like gets flung
like-
up or anything.
That's like the fairy's touchy teleport thing, only it's kind of effed up. Like the mean version of it.
What if my spell was for jerks?
Go ahead, I actually.
Yeah, I'm checking one things on my
Okay.
stats. Let me go check. Range.
Oh my god, the fucking Yakuza throw. Now that's a drive, goddamn.
Oh, they're just a little bit out of my laser range.
No, the laser.
Let's
Pew-pew.
see. See what all I have that could have possibly reached over there. Actually, no, I'm gonna actually change what my move idea was. I could do something helpful for the team instead of trying to be vindictive. I'm going to move instead right here. This will have been where I move. Because I can use my crystal thingy majigger that I have that gives me my basic life spells once per day to use greater healing.
Nice.
Meow.
I can use it, I think it's free once a day. If I use it again, then the thing explodes.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm not going to do this again today. So that is 38 healing to Tanya.
Pew pew. Tanya, you've been healed by 38 points.
Heal thyself.
Like so. What do you do? You can jump over there and punch the guy in the back of the head.
Or you could go help Canny.
You can
I'm
do
gonna go
whatever you
help
like.
Canny.
Well, Canny has a wad of friends.
But I could also use a metal friend.
I mean, yeah, friend. All right. I'm just gonna move up with Cammy. I don't even know why these guys are here. I mean, look at them.
Well, you can still take an action to dash and move again.
Oh, me?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to get in front of Canny or something?
Nah, I'll stick with Cammy.
Abigail.
Smack.
Finish him.
His armor class is 16.
Nope.
Hero point.
Bats your blades aside.
Yeah, I'll hero point.
No, we get a hero point.
Yeah.
You get free.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or
can
you
also
can
use
use them.
one.
Yeah, I could hero point that
First one.
attack. Yeah, the first one.
You'll play evens. Even Stevens.
Wow.
Talk about
Very
playing
evens.
evens.
This dude just wants to survive, I guess. He's just
Canny,
living
Canny,
well.
Canny, it's your turn.
It's me. I'm Kenny. I'm going. If I run in there, he's just going to stab me and I'll die. So
Also,
I'll.
since I haven't done it, I'm just gonna illusion imbue sequence. So any attack on me is disadvantage, or one attack against me. So yeah.
Cool.
I'll bonus action feint to give myself advantage, and then just kind of shoot this guy between the eyes.
My eyes!
And because I have advantage,
Flunk.
then I'll take one step back to be behind Tanya and get my friend a little closer.
Oh no, Abigail, you fool.
Oh no.
You are taken down to the ground in 2 swings, after which he kind of shifts over, planning to kick you down, unless you have something that would stop him.
Can't
I
do
can-
that action this turn, can he?
No,
I'll
but
help
he
you
is
out.
like taking the movement and everything, and you can tell that it's definitely what he's gonna do.
I mean, yeah, the world's luckiest drow over here. For F's sake.
Don't worry,
He's-
though.
yeah,
I got
even
your
if I
back.
negated 5 damage, it wouldn't help.
Didn't he have disadvantage on both attacks?
He
though?
did.
Oh.
Tanya, one of them charges right at you. Swords are swinging.
Okay, well, he hits with the second one.
Nice. Da, 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 da. Here's a sacred flame for thee.
Oh, they probably rolled good on it.
Aisling, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna roll my butt right over here.
You look at this dying man and his eager face.
Okay. Now I look at him. He looks like he's in bad shape. But I'm going to go for overkill. I
15 hit
use
points.
2 spell points. 1, guided strike. I get advantage on this.
Pew pew.
And 2, augmented destructive blast. This is gonna hurt. Let's see. Augmented blast. And this one is scorching. This is a fire laser.
Yep.
That's a hell beam.
Guy gets
That's
fucking
a hell
incinerated.
Die.
Now, of course, he is a demon, so he is resistant to fire, but that doesn't help him. Ouchie baba.
So you guys are over there fighting, and there's just this suddenly flash and silence.
Tanya, let him have it.
All right,
Also, I get a spell point next turn because I killed somebody.
I'm gonna punch him. How does that hit?
Just take a look. Nope. 16.
You reduce the target to 0 HP with
Alright.
weapon attack or deal critical damage.
I attack him and I hit him this time, and I'm also going to grab him.
Criminal. Criminal, criminal, criminal. Bap. Ow, my snoot. Abigail,
Yeah.
death saving throw, please.
Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. No.
Well, it's
One thing.
dying.
Wait. That's a crit fail, isn't it? No, it's an 8. Never mind.
It's an
I was,
8,
I was-
you
I was
silly.
scared.
You silly.
I was scared because it was red.
My,
Oh, I forgot my
Eeny.
wild magic.
That's me.
Suppose I'll
I'm
just start
gonna-
rolling when I heal you.
Jump around here and stab this dude really hard.
Oh no, my ribs. Ah, I love my ribs, but now they're shanked.
Bonus action, have my friend attack.
Get him right in the ankles.
Go, go, friend.
Because I'm grabbing him, they have advantage on that, right?
My ankles.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why she rolled with advantage.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
dumb.
I love my ankles.
It was a very long baby brain day.
Ooh, 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 ooh. He disengages and switches back.
I'm holding on to him.
Well, combat's over either way. He's not exactly gonna win this one.
Well, I know, that's why I'm holding him. It's like, you're not, like, no, you started this. Yeah, why are you still here?
Slam him in the head and finish the job.
Slam him into the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah,
Sure, you know what? Make that the final strike of the.
Darn right, and I'm gonna go rock toss and rock boss at that guy. At that fella. Like, get out of here.
They're gonna make their way out of here, yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised this guy's not even just straight up dead. Like,
And then I just be a dick and I totally abandon Abigail. And it's like, run away. They turn around and I'm just standing behind them.
you you go to Abigail. She's like on the ground dying. You pat her on the head and slide a cookie in your mouth. There you go.
Don't use the healing spell point I just got.
Yeah, just cookie.
This will help.
Yeah, this will help.
Because my current teleport limit is 150 feet.
Wow, that's a lot. I only have 2.
It's like that.
But
that
Bella,
episode of-
while the battle is over, that spell point I got for doing a critical,
Yeah.
I'm using it to heal you.
Yay!
Yeah.
So, let's see. Here, you get 2d8 plus 3. You get 13. You're back on your feet.
And also, don't you need to roll your wall magic?
Yep.
Because that's something you forgot.
I did. And I'm fine.
But yeah, I got 13 out. Yeah, boy.
Nice.
We should leave before we get things wanting to eat meat like I don't.
I mean, most things that try to eat you have already fallen down. And thrown down.
If anything lives down there, they're satisfied with everything. Also, there's a theme of things falling down cliffs lately.
Surprising considering you're already underground. But hey,
Also, remember, you woke up next to a charred and nearly annihilated body of a demon.
It's a Tuesday.
it's impressive you managed to burn a demon.
Yeah, I shot a heat laser at a demon, and it stayed heat lasered.
Also, I hope no one needed to use that bridge anymore.
I mean, we could try to
Look,
fix it.
I'm gonna be honest. The Underdark sucks. So
Fuck 'em.
Do you guys
Yeah.
want to fix it?
I
Do
mean,
you
No.
want to fix it?
Because between Abigail and I, we could fix it.
Why?
To be nice for trade.
yeah, that's true.
How
we did-
else are people going to get cookie deliveries?
You-
If possible, yeah, let's go fix it.
oh my god.
Well, if you guys
Like,
wanna-
I am. Yeah, your total is 2035. Your total is 235. Oh, you're gonna pay with 50? Okay, thanks. That's great.
Point is,
By the way,
what?
I've had to do that so many times today, and I'm actually obligated by the store to say yes. I will take your $50 bill to, for some reason, pay for your $2 hamburger. I hate you.
What? Why do people do that?
I don't know. People
There's
suck.
two reasons. Yeah, there's two reasons. One, they suck, and number two, they are trying to give me a counterfeit.
Oh.
It happened like twice today. It was really funny.
There's a reason you want to counterfeit 20s. Easier to spend, less conspicuous.
Less suspicious.
I thought a guy handed me a counterfeit 20 today. I actually had to get a marker and everything for it, and the marker actually went suspect, but it turns out it was just a really old 20. The face, the president part, it was
Yeah.
really tiny. It was really small. But it was just old.
But yeah, so we make it to Blingenstone eventually. All live this
Huzzah.
time.
Yay,
Yeah.
we did it.
A true miracle of modern science that you were able to stay alive for so long, but you've indeed reached Blingenstone. The closer you get, the more you begin to hear the sounds of industry, of people mining, of farms being maintained. Some you will see with your very own eyes. But we will
Yay.
stop at the steps that lead up into Blingenstone, which for some reason are extremely wide and extremely long. Jesus
They like the
Christ, these steps
impression.
make Anne Orlando look like a wheelchair accessible.
They want to make an impression.
Considering they got their
Everyone
ass
just
fucking
eat
handed to them
and
by the Drow, that's not something.
I mean, they're gnomes. They can't step very high. They
Jim,
gotta stretch it out.
Jim Jar sure should, as long as everything's all right. They should have an exit to the surface you can take.
Oh, finally, God.
You know, if I get a little bit better at teleporting, I could just teleport us out here.
I mean, that would have saved us a lot of time.
Marvelous.
We're-
Yeah, but there's
we're gonna
rocks.
we're gonna leave the caves and our eyes are gonna melt because of the first time seeing the sun in like 2 months.
Oh, I'm gonna stare so hard at the sun. I missed it so bad.
No, not your eyes.
I'm gonna
So,
put my eyeballs all over it.
check this out.
Mm.
This dude was exploring a scuba diver exploring the cliff around the Israel off the coast of Israel and found a 900-year-old perfectly preserved Iron Crusader sword.
Yeah, that
Perfectly
posted.
preserved is a strong
Sorry.
word for that.
Well, the idea is like the sea junk basically sealed around it. Kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, and if it's sealed well enough, there's actually a chance it could be restored.
Yeah, you just chip all the like coral and stuff off it.
Yeah, but didn't
Yeah,
you
it's
say like
probably
it wouldn't be practical to do that anyway?
Be
Depends on how
careful.
well sealed it is under all the ocean stuff.
Be careful.
If it's essentially watertight, then the metal actually wouldn't be damaged.
I mean,
Yeah,
That'd
but
be
there's a chance of doing more harm than good trying to get it off.
I mean
I
at
assume
work.
they probably do a test section.
I mean at work they once showed up with like a phone that had been crusted in sea shit, in water shit. You know, it was all like covered in deposit minerals and shit. And they were like, "Hey, I know the battery looks like it's about to start exploding, but could you try to get the SIM card out because just something." And so I sit
Also,
there
real quick
picking
before
away with tools to try and dig out this fucking.
before I go, I thought Bell would appreciate the people are already drawing the science mouse.
Also,
Yeah, Petrie.
the last comment of this session. So we're going up all these really wide, many stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fairy floats in front of you, turns around. So hey guys, I've always had a question. What's it like using stairs?
You act like levitation is free. Considering how
think I-
levitation works, I imagine it's significantly more cumbersome than standing around because you're constantly negating gravity.
Look-
Your wings are constantly flapping.
Going up is just
I
as much
actually
effort.
don't use my wings.
Like, you need to remember that there's this thing called preservation of energy, and if you violate that, you have to really account for things in your setting. Because
Look.
it's implicit that you spend as much energy it takes to go up as you gain as potential energy once you're there.
Yeah, she's Paimon. She floats.
Get that little dip baby out of here!
The thing is, Safi, it's not that it's less tiring. It's that she's not used to walking up inclines.
Also, as soon as Aisling adds, I levitate myself the rest of the way.
Yours
Just
is
stay
probably a
there.
little
Actually
awkward.
hurt because that's a new skill for you. This is just how I move.
By the way, I'm gonna ask. I have to ask something though.
Mm.
We were walking up the steps or whatever. Tanya looks at Abigail. So that thing you did to the priestess,
Yeah.
could you do that the whole time?
I just learned it actually recently. I can lift things and I can throw things, so that just imbued it into my sword.
I
This ma-
saw her eyes right before her face disappeared.
This makes
Are you
3
serious?
party members that can throw
Oh, I
other
didn't.
people around.
Oh, yeah,
Wait.
Oh yeah, he's right. There's like per
Who's
party
the
of
Who's
like,
the third one?
You, teleport
You?
lady.
Oh
It
yeah,
must-
if I get unwilling teleport, especially.
It
Yeah,
must
our-
be nice.
Okay, you now Goblin must have learned like a rogue ability where they just like I don't know, trebuchet someone. I don't.
Well, Candy has cunning action and a baby they can ride.
I mean, for me, it takes 3 actions to do it as a strike.
Would that
I
kind of like
agree,
a
spell
cheesy
point.
party if like we all just and we're not even planning this. We all just inadvertently have abilities that like we just chuck people around.
Well, I mean, mine technically doesn't work very well on enemies.
Right. So technically, you're not really.
I move
You're
you
not doing that.
guys.
Yeah, you're not doing that thing where instead of teleporting someone, you like make them no clip fly into a wall. Which is
That's a
what Bella
different
did.
ability.
What do you even call what Bella did? Like,
Genetic blast.
there you go. Yeah. I don't know. It's like the movie Push or something, where someone just like launches you into something.
You see, Claire, there are so many abilities to warp that it's actually a problem. Like, I want to get more of them, but there's just so many that it would be a huge spell point sink.
By the way, this was brought up with Paimon, so I'm just gonna bring it up with also Aisling.
No! What the hell?
How do floating things that are always floating not get fat?
Because, as Safi said, it is implied that it still takes energy to float.
Inertia is a thing, Claire.
Yeah, I'm still,
Right.
like, Ashleen is still producing energy to move. It's just that she doesn't move the same way that you do.
Like the second you say, "Oh no, it's free, it's cheaper," then you end up with the massive problem that those things have a significant evolutionary advantage in almost any siege or war situation, and two, you can start launching comets and meteors for free.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that for anything Bella and I do that actually is effective, we're using extra points for it. We're pretty much using command seals, Claire.
Perpetuum mobiles can be invented once you can start amplifying energy like that.
Okay, look, some of these are you, by the way, so I'll just.
No, that last one especially is Ashleen trying to figure out whether or not
The
she
economy.
Well, the economy, yes, but also half of her like laser plans.
We also need a moment of her just like doing the mathematics of like, wait a second, how old are all of you?
You know what I was actually planning on having her do if I had gone first for the bridge?
Mm.
Fog cloud.
See, I was actually reminded of that fog cloud scenario when that priestess cast the darkness shadow thing on us, because it's like.
That's why I went after the priestess.
But hey, I'm gonna go take a shower and chill for the rest of the night. Y'all.
Good plan.
Bye bye.
Yeah, good
Bye-bye.
night.
Also,
Boy.
Bella.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
you go.
Boop.
Once I get the last level of spell combat, once we hit level 15, if we hit level 15, then my spell combat becomes stupid.
Yeah, I remember.
I can attack after using spell points.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Look at that poor math, baby. Doing math.
Also,
Trying so hard.
there's going to be a new part of Ashleen's daily ritual. She gets up in the morning, she has a cookie, she casts Greater Heal on herself using that item.
And then does one push up.
No, it's so
Now you're
heavy.
pushing it. But because Dizzer,
Yeah.
I have Fount of Healing. I can store healing.
Just suck it all up.
So, for example, if I kill something with my sword or critical with my laser, I get that spell point. I can poke myself, heal myself, and use it whenever I want.
Must be nice having fancy magic abilities. Wait,
Sure is, isn't it, Bella?
Yeah.
Mage buddies. Also, I'm realizing that Destructive Blast Leap isn't as useful as I thought it would be.
Oh.
If I don't use a spell point and they succeed in the dex saving throw, it does nothing.
Well, that's why you use a spell point.
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping to use it more as a combo with my mage combat.
Mm.
Also, goddamn, I know we're not going to get there, but 20th level Mage Knight ability is so stupid.
20th level abilities usually are.
Sometimes they're boring. Spell critical, Dizzy. If I get a critical with a weapon, I can then use any sphere effect that requires an action as a bonus action. But then, because I used sphere effect, if I use something that costs 0 or 1, I could then stab someone again. Because I can chain those together.
So you have a constant 5% chance to go on a rampage.
Yep. Or if I get a weapon that has an extended critical range.
Then a 10%.
And then I get if there's some way to get like mild swashbuckler's level of criticals and just keep hitting them. 5 minutes later, you come in. He's already dead.
Mean.